Before we begin, I'd like to call up State Senator Bill Diamond. In 2007, Senator Diamond and a group of his closest friends started a group called the Windham Neighbors Helping Neighbors. They provide one-time assistance to people who need it, mainly in the form of heating fuel. They also provide food. It's for people who are caught up in bureaucracy or are not aware of other means of accepting aid. The class of 2010, in conjunction with the freshman class that have aided us, has organized fundraisers, and we would like to make a donation of $1,000 to Windham Neighbors Helping Neighbors.
Thank you very much, Derek. When they invited me to come today to this graduation, that was honor enough. And then to be given this surprise is even greater news. There are a lot of people in Windham that go cold, mostly some senior citizens, and this will be a big help keeping people warm next winter. So I'd like to have you join me in giving a rousing round of applause, which I'm very proud of the class of 2010 and their president.
I had a notebook they arranged for me with my speech in it, but someone made a mess on it, it looks like, so I had an extra in the pocket off of that. Makes sense.
Pressure.
Alright. I'd like to talk to you today about bucket lists. Most people have a bucket list. A list of things you want to do before you die. Most of these lists include things like skydiving. Most people never actually do things like skydiving. When most people make these bucket lists, they think to themselves, I should live every day like it's the last day of my life. Most people don't live any day like it's the last of their life. Most people have dreams of being an astronaut or playing in the Super Bowl. Most people never make it to space and never get paid to play football. So what's going on? Have we made our expectations too high? Do we constantly underachieve? No, I think the problem stems from a lack of motivation and direction. But I also think that we, class of 2010, have the ability to change that. Our accomplishments speak for themselves. Athletically, we have the best football and tennis teams in the state. We have the second best soccer team in the state. We had one of the most talented basketball teams in Windham history. It's okay if I take this off. We also have nationally ranked track and field athletes. But athletics are not the only area we succeed in. We have Eagle Scouts, we have state-ranked scientists, we have talented musicians, but these things represent only a fraction of our successes. But today is not about our past successes. Today is about the successes we will have from here on out. Our graduation is occurring at a unique time. Everybody in this building knows of the economic troubles our country is facing. We all know that unemployment is high and hope is down. We all listen to the news tell us that our country is divided. Every day a new poll comes out that says Americans lack confidence in the future. It says that they lack confidence in our ability to graduate and change things. Banks have no money, and insurance companies refuse to offer insurance. Not too long ago, the Dow Jones had a mid-session drop of over 900 points. Oil is racing up the East Coast. Times are definitely tough. but I think it's a great time to graduate. These things go in cycles. Can't stay down forever. We will make it through this mess because we don't know any differently. We were 10 years old when 9/11 happened. We went to school the next day and made American flags. We were 12 when we invaded Iraq. We went on with our lives like nothing out of the ordinary was happening. We were 16 when the stock market started to collapse and banks started to fail. We found our first jobs. We won't stop doing this. We'll build the buildings you work in. We'll fly the planes you fly in. We'll pave the roads you drive on. We'll move the things you need moved. We don't have a responsibility to do these things, but we'll do them because it's all we know how to do. We won't make bucket lists. We won't do those things I was talking about. We won't dream of being astronauts because we'll be astronauts. We won't dream of meeting famous people because we'll just be those famous people. When people say our generation is rude, we'll reply with class and humility. Negative pollsters won't spew that nonsense because we won't employ them. The government won't be corrupt because we will be the government. So when the man on TV says America's on the downturn, change the channel. We're on the upswing. As the great Jay-Z once said, bye-byes are not for legends. We're forever young. Our name shall survive. Thank you.